H.M.O?
So my name is Mufizal Mokhtar. I'm from Malaysia. So H.M.O is a company based out of Hong Kong. That's where our business office is. But I work in my studio in Singapore. So H.M.O stands for Handmade Object Collectibles. So that's because we pride ourselves on our handcraftedness of all these statues, basically. Yeah.
So today you want to share with us a little bit more about your hottest product here.
Right, so this is Morrigan. This is actually the production piece that we have worked very, very closely with the factory. So Morrigan, as you can see, she's a 1/4 scale statue. She's one of the hottest selling product on the market today from us. So we made 450 pieces of this one. It's all sold out. Behind us is also the alternate version, which is the Player 2. That one is also sold out. So Morrigan is based on an artwork that Capcom provided for us, and we had to adhere to those guidelines to make sure that we created this one.
Do you want to talk a bit more about the sculpture or the dynamic pose or the paint job or even the base? You know, that was a very unique selling piece for me.
So the sculpt itself, we work very, very closely with Capcom to make sure that the face is right. Now, what's interesting about this one is that we created something completely new that no one has seen before on a 1/4 scale statue, which is the eyes. So these eyes are what we call real eyes. So what the eye is engineered in sort of a way like it's like a glass eye, but it's not a prefab. It's not like you buy it off the shelf and you put it in. Every pair of eyes is handcrafted, and it's done in an anatomically correct way. So when you look at it, that's why I think what people like about it the most is because when they look at the piece, they don't know what it is, but she looks very realistic. It's because of the eyes. So because of the design of the statue, right? She's got a very skinny, long leg, and we needed a way to support the statue itself. So I needed to come up with creative ways to support the legs. So if you look at over here, there's 2 points. There's 2 points of contact. One is here, and one is at the bottom. But when I did it, I said I can't just do a random rock. So might as well I create a 3D illusion where if you look at the base from the front, you will see a skull. And the skull represents her. She's a dark stalker, she's a vampire, and the skull is scary, kind of. But when you look from the side, it's a bunch of rocks. So it's sort of like an optical illusion. This is our latest offering. What you're seeing here is Megaman Zero from the Megaman X franchise. This is the first ever public reveal of our Zero, basically. Yeah.
So can you tell us a bit more about the pose? Because this time around it doesn't look as dynamic as before, yeah? Is there a reason why?
So, okay, I agree. We decided to go for a more museum pose. The very reason is because if you play the game, Zero sacrifices himself at the end, right?
Spoiler alert!
So he's a real hero. I mean, they're self-sacrificing, right? And this statue is more of an homage to him in his memory and how heroic he is. Also, every time you see Megaman in the every time you see Zero in the game, it's always like hair blowing in the wind. When you play the game, yes, he'll do acrobats and stuff like that. But his icon, his character itself is a very stoic, heroic person.
Okay. So I really like the paint job of how it looks very metallic, even though it's not. Are there any more surprises that we need to be aware of?
Yes. I mean, at H.M.O, we always do something special. We don't just do a plain Jane statue. So about the paint job, right? So James TCE is our painter from Penang, super talented. So together with him, we developed this little very iconic trademark of how we paint the Megaman stuff. Is by putting a little bit of weathering here and there, just to show that he's a little bit aged and he's a little bit more experienced and stuff like that. Also, it shows a lot more detail and makes him look more realistic. But not only that, we also have Just like Megaman X, Megaman Zero also comes with all the internal parts. So as you can see,
it looks amazing.
yeah. So the internal parts, you have both internal parts here. You also have all the internals here. If you take out the head, you can open the chest, and you will see all the internal parts inside. It's not empty. It's not solid. Mega Man Zero will also come with light up. You have light up here, light up here, light up here, and also, well, both of the legs and the blaster, of course.
So what's the difference between the red and the black version?
Okay, so for most of our series, when we come up with a statue, we will always give an option to our collectors to choose between player 1 or player 2, or version 1 and version 2. This is just as an option for the collector, because some like different colors, some like different styles, different heads. It's the same thing. So for Zero, we have two versions. One is the red one, which is the original Zero, and then one is the black version, which is his alternate costume. Zero Black comes with a different expression. So over here, he's a more handsome, stoic looking pose, but for the black, he's got a more grimace type angry head.
Okay. Alright, dude, thanks so much for your time today, and both sculptures all looks really, really awesome.
Thank you so much for your time.